Intermission. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Wanda. The English did not come by canoe. Okay.
Via says play on.
Play on.
Yeah, play on.
Okay, so we started off Monday by not going anywhere. Except for folks who had to get where they went. It was at a standstill. We woke up Tuesday morning, still the same thing. And let's just take a wrap from where we are right now, from both of you. Let's start off with that there was an opportunity for people to voice their concerns about certain things. The opportunity was dressed up as pain at the pump. It was dressed up as high fuel prices, but the opportunity, when you look at it bare frame, was that people had another opportunity to say, we are not satisfied with a particular thing. How do you think that played out, Roseline?
First, let me appreciate the matatu sector for coming out clearly to speak and say that they were against the increment in fuel prices because they were considering the Kenyan mwananchi. But the question that I've been asking myself all this while is, during the December holidays, who do the matatu industry consult when they hike the fuel double? So in December this year, I will be alert as Alionya and I will be going around asking them. Because if they stood like the way they stood for us this time round, probably when schools close, we'll not be seeing matatus hiking fuel double just because the schools are closed.
Hiking fare.
Yes, hiking fares. Largely just because the learners have closed school. Nonetheless, we appreciate them because it is out of their I would call it silent demonstration, because for them they were demonstrating by not ensuring that their vehicles are not on the road. So now deliberations are made. I think it was on a Tuesday. People sat and they said we'll reduce diesel by 10 shillings. So, and they have said they're giving the government 7 days or 1 week to consult further so that the prices go down further. So to me, I look at it positively, but I want to, there's a time I was on TV and I was telling people our fuel is even higher because of very many vehicles in Kenya compared to Uganda, because that is the country people are using. But if you look at the statistics of Uganda, I was looking at it this morning as I was coming here. From February, their petrol was going at 175, their diesel was at 166, while we are cognizant of the fact that they are still consuming a fuel that they bought around March. That fuel is now going in May at 189. So this fuel has gone up with 10 shillings. By the time they are consuming
in Uganda, this is
Uganda, yes. By the time they are consuming fuel with the prices that are being bought in May and even April, we don't know how far that price will go. So we must acknowledge that yes, there is fuel hikes across the world because of whatever we are witnessing in Iran and US war that has affected where the oil, 20% of the oil passes. Yeah. But we have seen people politicizing it and saying, you can't blame the Strait of Hormuz. But if you look at the countries where we get our oil, Saudi Arabia, the Abu Dhabi, the Oman, all of them, they have to pass through the Strait of Hormuz for it to get to Indian Ocean, for it to get to us. So we must acknowledge, nonetheless, if there's I would call it a challenge I saw during the Monday strike, is people didn't get to work. Those who had emergencies, those who were sick, they couldn't get to hospital. So it is up to the government to come up with, if we can have, I don't know how to call it, government buses, so that they come in handy in such times, even if it is just ferrying people for free. Because people had to get to work for emergency work. People had to, there's someone who was giving birth that day. You can just imagine whatever they had to go through. So in times of crisis like those, now we should see government vehicles trying to help people, even if it is free of charge. Another challenge,
let me ask you, please, kindly, because you said something that is very important, that the fuel price in Uganda has gone up by 10 shillings from March.
Yes.
What's the